Well, folks, it's Friday night, and the Chinese decide to drop another new kick-ass model. This time it's Z.ai. They're dropping GLM 5.1. So GML is already a developer favorite. People like it because it's open sourced weights, and this one's gonna be continue to be open source weights, which is why it's really important. Because this means that you can, technically speaking, run it on your local machine if your machine's hardcore enough, or just run it locally. If you're a large team or something, you can run it locally, get everything private. But the performance here is also very, very notable. So in the coding evaluation that it has, it's performing a lot higher. So just like it's going after Opus, you can clearly see where they're going with the marketing material. It's clearly going after Opus. They're very close, right? 47.9 versus 45.3 on GLM 5.1. It's a massive improvement over GLM 5, which only scored 35.4 points. So you can see that they have massive improvements. And also, of course, they're targeting the cheap subscriptions, right? They know that they're not going to outperform Opus. I mean, that's for sure. Everyone's comparing themselves to Opus right now. But what they're putting out is like if you have the light plan, which is $10 a month, or if you pay yearly, that's actually just $7 a month. That's actually just $7 for an insane amount of coding, and you get 3x the usage of the Cloud Code plan. So I see exactly where they're going with this. They're realizing, you know what? Yeah, if you can't beat them in quality, just beat them on price, right? So that's kind of how I see this battle. So I made a presentation for you guys. This is what they are doing. I've also made a mini game, so this is actually quite interesting. Just like right before we started, I used Cloud Code and used the 5.1 model to make this nearly in one shot. I'll show you guys the results of this. So this is him actually making some upgrades. So I just said, hey, make a game that looks space astro invaders inspired, but add lots of physics effects. Make it look exciting, make it look fun, and now I'm trying to add some Warhammer graphics to it. Don't, yeah. So yeah, just don't criticize me. I'm having a nerdy moment right now. But this is what it looks like on the first run. There was one bug, so it did have one bug where it didn't run and it gave a black screen. But I just said, hey, it's a black screen, go fix it, and it did fix it. And this is pretty much just one shot with one prompt, one shot to make this type of game. And the best part about it is it actually understood my system as well. So this is actually quite surprising because like back in the day, a lot of these models, they would be good at programming. But when I said, hey, sign an SSL certificate for it, make sure it runs on Nginx, host it properly, it did that. So this was in the same one prompt. So not only did it make the game, but it also set it up for me and allowed me to run it. So you guys actually can test it out in a sec as well. But that's kind of how interesting it is. I also had a second project that I showed up. I made a Kanban board. So I said, hey, make me a professional Kanban board on this. Yet again, also using Cloud Code. I'll talk about that in a sec, but it's kind of interesting how like they're not developing their own coding client. They're just saying, hey, you know what, your own. And that's quite interesting because what I noticed here as well is that it was actually quite thorough in its kind of agentic work and also in its testing. So I think that's the kind of the biggest difference with GLM5, where GLM5 was very focused on just getting the code out. But here, with 5.1, they were very focused on tasks and agentic use cases and OpenClaw, right? So if you have OpenClaw agent, then yeah, this is a very, very good option if you want to just run up a bunch of tasks and don't care too much about usage. But anyways, let's go back to the presentation we have at hand. Very, very quickly run down. So Zhipu is basically founded by Tsinghua University graduates. They already IPO'd. They actually did not use any NVIDIA chips to train their AI, which is interesting because this whole AI war became a chip war, but these guys use Chinese-made chips, so that's kind of interesting. What's also kind of interesting was GLM5. GLM5 was released in February, so the 5.1 update it's just 2 weeks. Sorry, not 2 weeks, 2 months, right? And what's also interesting is that they are saying that they will release the weights for 5.1 as well. So this is very, very, very big because that means with open weights, this means that the entire community can access this model without having to pay Z.ai. So man, I love how tough these guys are. They're just like burning money burning through money trying to beat, well, Opus right now. And you can clearly see from their marketing that they're also going after Opus. I actually bought the plan prior to this, starting this. Let me just show you guys the coding plan and everything here. But even in their marketing, they're like, yeah, we're so close to Opus 4.5. And this marketing is not even updated to have 5.1 yet. I also find it very interesting here that they're going straight for Opus here in the comments. They said, hey, in one of the replies to their own tweet, they said, to use GLM 5.1, locate the configuration file in your Claude settings and then change the model to GLM 5.1. So I did exactly that. So if you run Claude Code, you can actually see that it's actually, on my one, you can actually use it with GLM 5.1. Why you will want to do this is because Claude Code is released for free and it has a very good understanding of your code. So I can see from the marketing, they know exactly who they're going after and they know exactly who the programmers like to use. They're just like, yeah, forget every other client. We know you're using Claude Code. Here's a command to just like change everything in there for it. So in terms of other benchmarks, I think the biggest change with 5.1 was with agentic tool use. So they improved the tool calling ability. There were a lot of errors previously, but now they kind of really fine-tuned that. This actually makes sense because OpenCloud got very, very huge in China. Like they've got like massive meetings. Every OpenCloud meetup will have like thousands of people crowding around it. The Chinese saw that it was taking off and they saw agentic use case being big. So they spent the time and effort to train this for it. So I think that's kind of interesting for agentic use cases. That being said, some early reviews also came back and said that when it comes to talking, it became a little bit less good. I watched a good video by King AI. They did a review on this. I would definitely refer you to the guys at King AI. They did a full King AI GLM. They did a full test on it, and the TLDR seems to be the case that it's better, but answering questions, it surprisingly did not do as well. So I think the marketing team knew this, so they straight away just targeted the coders and said, hey, you know what? We know what you're gonna use it for. Build your dreams out, build your mini game. I'm actually addicted to this mini game now. But yeah, we've come a long way, guys. Like for $10 per month with very, very generous limits, this means you can program your heart out and just run a bunch of stuff. For here, I've actually told him when I build a Kanban dashboard to use agent teams here. So you can actually do things in parallel, which is actually really powerful. So you can actually burn credits faster, but since it's included in your coding plan, it's not gonna break your bank. Not like Opus is gonna break. Like it's not in the same way Opus is gonna break your bank, right? So yeah, let's see if this loads. It's still taking some time. I did find that today the speed was a little bit slow when using GLM 5.1. I'm guessing because yet again they just released something, so everyone's running a bunch of tests and then doing everything in parallel. So yes, it does take a little bit of time. So I wanted to show you guys the new drawings of this, but no. But from my first impressions so far is that this project was 100% one shot. This needed one prompt to say, hey, things aren't loading, and it fixed itself. Yeah, it's actually not bad for coding. So a lot of people, what they probably will do with this is they probably might even just run it locally. And we'll probably see once the weights are released that people will have more local versions of this. And if that's the case, that's really great for developers who want to have the privacy as well. So that's kind of it. Well, I did want to make a comparison. So right now there is a lot of competition in China. A lot of very big companies doing this. We just made a video on, and it's not even here actually. We just made a video on Xiaomi's Mimo V2. They released that for cheap and also already free on Kilo Code. If you guys want to try that out right now, you can actually do that. And it extended the free time for 1 month. Not 1 month, 1 week. Minimax 2.7 is already out. Quinn is out. DeepSeek is still not producing anything soon. We're expecting something soon to come out of DeepSeek. But I feel like every Chinese model seems to bring something new to the table. Minimax was also talking about agentic use cases, but also how they evolve their model and have this evolution going on. Kimi brought Agent Swarm. ByteDance is looking pretty good as well, especially with their new image generation. So yeah, there's a lot to look out on the Chinese front. Other than that, there's not too much. The coding side just seems to be very, very powerful. Yeah, not too much. I'm pretty glad that we managed to one shot so many things. So I would say if you want to just one shot projects overnight, leave things running, yeah, this is a no brainer because it's just five. It's not $5. It's $7 or $10 if you're on monthly. But yeah, with $10, it's the cost of a McDonald's meal, and you can make the app of your dreams. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's my first take on this. It seems really exciting. It's Friday, it's 9 p.m., it's time for me to get some rest. But with that, there's gonna be a lot more tests coming on GLM5.1. Hope you stay tuned. And if you guys haven't checked it out, yeah, just check out the video done by King AI. They did a really great analysis and review on that as well. With that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one.